Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving deep into Bitcoin today.
Sounds good to me.
And, well, things aren't exactly looking sunny.
No, not really. Not sunny at all.
Yeah, so Bitcoin took a tumble, a pretty serious one. It broke below a key support level.
Yeah, key level there.
Big stuff. So we're
Hmm.
using this really interesting analysis from McLeana to help us unpack all of this, kind of see what's going on, what's making Bitcoin, well, do what it's doing.
Yeah, because there's a lot more to it than just, oh, Bitcoin went down.
Right, exactly. It's not just some random thing. It's all connected to, well, the world,
Real
really.
world, yeah. Global stuff.
Global stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so the report, it says Bitcoin dropped below 91,000 USDT.
Big one.
And, well, for folks who aren't glued to the crypto charts every minute, what's the big deal about this?
Oh, it's a big deal.
Yeah, but like, is this just a little hiccup? Or is this, like a sign that things are going to get a lot worse?
It could be, yeah. It really depends.
Okay, so break it down for us.
All right, so think of support levels, right? Like the foundation of a house.
Okay, I'm with you.
In trading, these support levels, they're price points. And, well, historically, there's been a lot of buying power at those points, enough to keep the price from going any lower. But when Bitcoin breaks below a major support level, like 91,000 USDT,
Oh,
that's when you know things are shifting. That's when the bears, the sellers, start to take control.
so it's like they smell weakness and they pounce.
It's basically, yeah.
Hmm.
And that can lead to even more selling. It's like a domino effect.
Okay, so that makes sense. But this analysis also points to something a little surprising.
Oh, yeah.
It mentions Trump's trade policies.
Interesting.
I have to admit, I don't quite get the connection there. How can something like that, political stuff, impact Bitcoin?
Well, it all comes down to, well, how investors feel and how they act because of those feelings, right?
Okay.
So when things are uncertain, when the world seems a bit shaky, investors, they get nervous and they start pulling back from, well, anything that seems risky, like Bitcoin.
So it's like they're looking for safer places to put their money.
Exactly. They go for things like, well, gold maybe, or government bonds.
Stuff that seems more stable.
Yeah, more stable, especially when things are a bit crazy. And when Trump implements these trade policies, it throws a wrench into things. It makes the global markets nervous, and investors, well, they react. They might just move their money away from crypto, at least for a while.
So it's like a chain reaction.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so looking at the report,
Hmm?
it's a little scary. I mean, total market capitalization's down.
Mm-hmm.
And Bitcoin's 5-day performance, whew, down 2.48%
Not good.
over the past month, down 9.28%. But it is up a tiny bit over the last 3 months, like 0.91%. So,
Yeah.
like, when do we really need to start panicking?
That's the thing, right? It's important to look at these numbers, yeah. But we got to look at them in the right way. Bitcoin's always had its ups and downs, big ones.
Oh, we know.
So, yeah, these numbers are concerning, but remember, Bitcoin has bounced back before. The key is understanding what these numbers are telling us. What do they say about how the market's feeling right now?
Oh, yeah.
And what do they tell us about where the price might go next? Think of it like your car, a warning light on your dashboard. It might not mean your car is about to explode, but it's definitely telling you something's up.
I get it. So something else the report talks about, ETF outflows.
Ah, yeah,
That sounds really technical.
it can be.
Can you explain it in a way that, well, normal people can understand?
Sure. So ETFs, those are exchange-traded funds. Basically, they're like baskets of assets that are traded on the stock market, just like regular stocks.
Okay.
So a Bitcoin ETF that would track the price of Bitcoin makes it a bit easier to invest in, especially for bigger institutions.
Got it.
Now, ETF outflows, that means institutional investors, the big players, they're pulling their money out of these Bitcoin ETFs.
So that's why it's important.
Exactly. These institutions, they move markets. When they start selling, others tend to follow.
Makes sense.
It can create a lot of downward pressure on the price.
Okay, so another thing the client mentions is that on-chain activity is low, subdued.
Right, right.
What's that all about? And should we be worried?
So on-chain activity, that's all the stuff happening on the Bitcoin blockchain, all the transactions, the actual use of Bitcoin.
Right.
When it's low, it tells us that there's not a lot of new buying interest. People aren't rushing in to buy Bitcoin.
So that's not a good sign if we're hoping for a quick rebound.
No, not really.
Okay, so we've got global uncertainty, big investors heading for the exits, and a pretty quiet Bitcoin network. It doesn't sound like things are going to turn around anytime soon.
It's definitely not looking like a bull market right now. But, Bitcoin is a bit like a roller coaster. It's always had these crazy ups and downs.
That's for sure.
This downturn, though, could be a chance for some people. The ones who are in it for the long haul, the ones who can stomach the volatility.
Buy low, sell high.
Exactly. But, and this is a big but, everyone needs to think carefully before investing in crypto. It's risky. You got to be comfortable with that risk. And you got to have clear financial goals. This isn't a way to get rich quick.
That's great advice.
Thanks.
So we've learned a lot today. Global events, big investors, support levels, on-chain activity, all of these things play a role in how Bitcoin performs. It's complicated stuff, but hopefully this deep dive has given you a better understanding of what's happening with Bitcoin right now.
I hope so too. Knowledge is power, right?
Absolutely. So use this knowledge to make smart decisions about your own crypto investments. And remember, do your own research. Don't just take our word for it.
Never a bad idea.
All right, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. See you next time.